Guys, welcome back to Boldest Fit, day 4 of Match Fit. This is the Phantom Boss and that's Coach Mogambo. This is 11-day workout from home series. I hope you guys are tuning in. Now let's kill it! Okay, so we're gonna get started with stretch. Our first round, which is mainly a warm-up based round, 40 seconds of each exercise for 2 rounds and no breaks. So like always, Coach Mogambo is gonna do the warm-up and I'm gonna cue him through it, all right? The first one is a downward dog to upward dog for 40 seconds. That's it. If you cannot do this, do the scale down version, Coach Mogambo. Keep your knees bent on the floor. Yeah, come back down, bend your knees to the floor and look up, all right? You keep switching this back and forth for 40 seconds before you move on to alternating world's greatest stretch for 40 seconds. First the left side and then the right side. Make sure your T-spine rotation is on cue. Make sure to breathe in and breathe out and your shoulder blades have to be in line with one another. All right, once we finish that, we're gonna do a bird dog on the left side first, followed by a bird dog on the right side for the next 40 seconds. Once we're done with this, the final one is the cat camel. All right, let's go. Nice, suck your belly in and completely push your hip all the way back and squeeze your bum and suck your belly in while you push your hips forward again. All right, I want this for 40 seconds, 2 rounds, no breaks. Are you ready, guys? If you are, let's get this started. All right, guys, round 1 of stretch, downward dog to upward dog for 40 seconds starts now. Nice. From there, try to push your heels all the way towards your floor. Thrust your hips towards the floor as you're reaching down and open out your chest and look up. There's a lot of cues, right? I know, so don't confuse yourself. Watch what he's doing and try to replicate that. You can do it in a slow and controlled manner to get maximal output out of it. All right, make sure to breathe in and push your hip towards the floor. Get your elbows completely locked out as you're looking up so that you get a complete stretch. All right, 10 more seconds to go before we move on to alternating world's greatest stretch. And change. All right, let's go alternating world's greatest stretch. Keep alternating between sides. All right, this is again for 40 seconds. Post which we switch to bird dog on the left side and then bird dog on the right side. Like I said, warm-ups are a crucial part of everybody's workout because it is what gets your body fixed, gets your body started, gets that blood pumping for you to lift more efficiently and stay injury-free. Keep going. You still have another 15 seconds, Mogambo. I hope you guys are excited for the IPL to begin. I'm counting the days as we speak, man. I cannot wait to get to see the season live. And change. Let's go bird dog, guys. Opposite hand and opposite leg. You tend to get quite confusing when you're doing this movement. So do it slowly. Make sure to squeeze your glutes. And when you're pushing your legs all the way out, keep your knees locked out and let your legs be on a straight line. All right, keep going. You still have 20 more seconds to go, Mogambo, before you switch to the other side. Keep going. 10 more seconds remaining. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and change. Keep going. So the bird dog is also a great stability workout. You can add this routine to any of your workouts before you start training or in between training as well. It looks simple, but it's actually a very effective workout. You still have 20 more seconds to go before we do the last one, which is the cat camel, and then we repeat the round again. I hope you guys are enjoying the warm-ups these days, and I'm hoping that each and every one of you practice it regularly even after the show's over. And change. Let's go cat camel. From there, push hips all the way out. Good. And pull it back in again. Another thing I'll tell you, I'll keep it very simple. If anybody has a lower back pain or you feel slight discomfort in the lower back, this exercise can actually help it bring down the pain. So try that out. And always, when we are doing some workouts here, Google those names, see what they do, see the benefits of these exercises for you to better understand what it is that we are training for. Keep going, buddy. 20 more seconds. Good. Ten more seconds remaining before we move on to downward dog to upward dog. And break. All right, let's go. Round 2 of downward dog starting right now, buddy. Let's go. That's it. Keep going. "40 seconds of this, followed by 40 seconds of alternating world's greatest stretch, and then bird dog, 40 seconds on the left, 40 seconds on the right, and then we finish that with cat camel." This is day 4 of Bold is Fit, guys. We still have 7 more days to complete before we move on to the next series. So please stay focused, stay dedicated for the next 11 days, because the plans that we have for the coming weeks is going to be epic. And change. That's it. World's greatest stretch on each side, buddy. You're going to do 20 on each side?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to do 3 on each side and then switch. For those of you, you can either do 20 seconds on each side and then switch, or you can all keep alternating it. "15 seconds up. Excellent, buddy. Keep going. 25 seconds up, guys. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go bird dog on the left side first, and then we move on to bird dog on the right hand side. Warm-ups can be a little boring, but trust me, a good warm-up is always a very, very important part of your training. 20 more seconds remaining. How are you feeling?
Peaceful.
He's peaceful. And change. It's awfully quiet in here, isn't it? And change. Nice. Twenty more seconds remaining. Five, 4, 3, 2, and break. That's the end of the warm-up, which is the stretch round. And now Coach Mugambo will take over the microphone while I start repping it out.
All right, now that we are done with the stretch and we are ready to move on to the next part of the workout, which is the shred. We've got 4 exercises, 40 seconds, back-to-back, 3 rounds, 7.5 minutes of non-stop action coming up. Day 4, and the first exercise is alternate reverse lunges. Gotta make sure that you keep striding back and forward. The weight needs to be on your quads and your glutes. All right, after that is high knees. We've done this as well. So gotta make sure your knees are in line with your hip. If you can't do that, just jog it up. You can move your arms to make it more taxing. And then we've got plank reaches. So get into an elbow plank and try to place something ahead of you and try to touch that, or try to get your arms as straight as you can. All right, and the fourth one's jumping jacks. So 40 seconds of 4 exercises back to back. And here we go for day number 4, shred round. Round number 1 coming up in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 40 seconds of reverse lunges. Load your quads, your hamstring, your glutes. The whole idea is you've got to make sure that your chest is facing forward. Try to look straight up and mark a place where you kind of find your stride comfortable and keep moving front and back. You got to push from the back of your leg. Don't let your front of your leg do the work. Push from the back of your leg so that you're working on your glute muscles of your leg from the back and the glute muscles of the leg on which you are standing up. We've got 5 more seconds and we move to high knees, reverse lunges, and then high knees, and then plank reaches, and let's go. And high knees. So after reverse lunges, high knees won't be that easy, but you will be smoother. You'll start landing under your hips. That's the whole idea. You got to activate your glutes and then fire them up with some amount of running or sprinting or jumping, or for that matter high knees, that we could probably do it on the show. We've got 20 more seconds of high knees. You can move your arms in and out to get some amount of on the spot running going on. 10 more seconds. And then we move on to plank reaches. A great exercise to again work on the stability. We've got a lot of stability work today. And change. Elbow plank and on your 4s, and then alternate to be on your 3s. You could make this difficult by lifting your leg as well, but that's not required today because we're just working on plank reaches. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, that you could make this exercise even more difficult on stability part by lifting it, alternate leg and hand up. Right, we've got 20 more seconds. Try to go reach an object in front of you. Try to place something in front of you, or try to mark a point where you probably want to touch or reach every rep. 10 more seconds. If you can't move, stay on your 4s, but continue with your work. Do not let your knees drop down on the ground. And change. Let's go. Last bit of today's first round of shred is jumping jacks. So we've got 1 stability strength exercise followed by 1 intense exercise for your heart rate, and then again strength, stability, and again intensity. So this is going to be the next 2 more rounds. We've got 20 more seconds to go for jumping jacks, and then we move to reverse lunges, alternate leg. Keep it going. Try to get your arms as straight as you can. If you can't, if you've got a shoulder injury, if you've got some amount of stiffness in your lats, then you can just do is keep your elbows bent. And on that note, we break it for round number 1. All right, let's move on to round number 2 of shred with alternate lunges coming up for 40 seconds. A tough one today. The intensity of the entire workout today has been picked up. We've introduced stability on a larger scale. We've got good amount of intensity on the exercise as well. Usually we just used to have, like say for example, a high knee only in 1 round. Now we've got high knee plus lunges plus jumping jacks. So 3 intense movements that will not let you get your heart rate calm down. 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds to go, and then we move on to high knees. Try to get your try to get your knees as high as you can. And change. Let's go. 40 seconds of high knees coming up. Knees up, knees up. We've got a good amount of time with the high knees. 20 more seconds. Keep it going, keep it going. Try to land under your hip. Try to keep your knees as straight as you can when you land. Last 10 to go. And then we move to plank reaches, and then followed by jumping jacks. And change. Let's go. Plank reaches for 40 seconds. Get into an elbow plank. If it's difficult for you, stay in the elbow plank for 40 seconds. If it's kind of easy and if you want to push it, then try to reach. If it's even more easier than what you probably anticipate for round number 2, you could alternate that with your alternate leg going up as well. 20 more seconds to go. Last 10, come on, hold it there. This is round number 2, and after this we've got jumping jacks for 40 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and change. Let's go. Jumping jacks for 40 seconds. Keep it going. Ten seconds up. Keep it going, keep it going. Breathe, breathe, breathe. After this, we've got reverse lunges for round number 3 coming up immediately. There's no break in this round at all. Back to back 3 rounds. And then we take a good 30 to 40 seconds break. 30 seconds up, last 10 seconds to go. And break. All right, that's the end of round number 2. Immediately get into position and we will begin round number 3 in 3, 2, 1 and go. 40 seconds of reverse lunges. This is your time to get your breath back. So pace your reps out pretty well. This is the last round for the shred. We've finished 2 rounds already. We are starting the 3rd round. We've got sweat part 1 and part 2 coming up after this. There's a quick break for 40 seconds, after which we've got sweat part 1 and then sweat part 2, and that would be day number 4 coming to an end. Keep it going, keep it going. Come on, 30 seconds into today's workout for this round. And we've got 10 more seconds before we move on to the next bit, which is high knees for 40 seconds. Keep it going. Push from your rear leg and change. Let's go. High knees for 40 seconds. Keep it going, keep it going. Come on, that's some amount of intensity that's been put up today in today's workout for sure. I'm sure for the ones who have done it in the last 3 days, today we'll see some amount of changes in the intensity. Suddenly the workouts will start seeming a little bit of more tougher than what they were yesterday and day before. But that does not mean that you go easy today or stop working out. It's about you just pushing harder, recovering better for tomorrow. We've got 5 more seconds, buddy. Come on, last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, and let's go. Plank reaches. Get onto the floor. Hold the plank if you are struggling to move your arms. Ideally, the purpose is to stay on your 3s so that there's a good amount of stability work going on your hip, your core and your glutes. Work harder. The loads on the single arm that you are in and your quadriceps. So full body movement again. Breathe. The whole idea here is to breathe. Keep your hips engaged, keep your core braced, keep your glutes squeezed, firm and tight. Make sure that you are pressing your toes and elbows into the ground to get maximum activation. Keep it going, keep it going. And change. Let's go. Last bit of this workout for shred is jumping jacks for 40 seconds. Come on. You can vary it out with your speed. You can vary it out with the distance between your 2 feet. You can vary it out between how straight your arms are. All right. So you could choose either of it. There is no one way to do a particular exercise. Just find your comfort. All you got to do is keep going. Come on. And 5 more seconds to go. 3, 2, and break. Relax. That's the end of shred on day 4. Take a quick 40 seconds break and we will be back for sweat part 1 and part 2. Alright, so now we come back with the next part of today's workout. Day 4 for Match Fit is sweat part 1, and the part 1 goes something like this. We've got 4 exercises back to back, 3 rounds, 40 seconds each. The first one's lunge hold for 40 seconds. And then we move on to single leg lateral raises. So you stand there and keep shifting side to side. And again, the next one is lunge hold on the opposite side. And on the same side, you do lateral raises for 40 seconds. All right, so this is gonna be the routine for the next 7.5 minutes for sweat part 1. Fan boss, are you ready? And he is ready, and we are ready to go for the sweat round part 1. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold it there for 40 seconds. Lunge. On the same side, you're gonna be doing the lateral raise as well. And then we move to the other side for the lunge hold. And again, on the same side, you're gonna be doing the lateral raise. All right? Keep it going. Keep it firing it up. The burn's gonna be real because the last round we completely did was the same thing what we are currently holding, and isolated movements are never easy. You gotta breathe and take it easy and change. Let's go. Move it up for 40 seconds. Keep it going. Don't stop. So this also works on stability because you're standing on one leg and then you're moving the other leg for activating the side of your hip that is currently moving. Make sure you do not open your hip out. Try to look straight up, chest pointed forward, and grip your toes into the shoe, into the floor, and keep that going. Come on. We've got 5 more seconds before we move to the lunge hold on the other side. A great exercise to work on your glute muscles and change. Let's go. 40 seconds of lunge hold on the other side. Not gonna be an easy round, even though the exercise looks extremely easy, doable, and something that would be very comfortable. Trust me, after the previous round of shred that we had, the sweat round does not become easy at all. Breathe. What you gotta do is inhale and exhale while there's a lot of burn that is being felt on the quad muscles, and change. On that note, we move on to the lateral raises. Keep it going. Come on. Don't stop. Hold it there. We've got good amount of time left for this exercise to get done. Again, works on your ankle stability, works on your hip stability, because we are working on pulling your leg away from the body. Any movement that done on a single limb away from the body requires enormous amount of strength and stability work. Keep it going. We've got 5 more seconds before we wrap it for round number 1 and move to round number 2. And break. Relax. Now move on to the next part of the workout, which is round 2, and that will be reverse lunge hold for 40 seconds. Keep it going. Breathe. Listen to something that calms you down. Listen to some music. Listen to some podcast. Just divert your mind out, but stay in the hold. You gotta make sure that your knee is a couple of inches away from the floor. Do not drop your knees down. Does not really work when your knees are completely rested on the floor. Try to keep your arms loose, the side suspended, and breathe. Keep your chest up. Feel the burn on your quads and change. Let's go. Lateral raises on the same side. Good amount of time left for this part of workout to get done. We've got at least 10 minutes of workout left in today's program. So if you are planning that you want to stop, you've done enough, trust me, you have to finish the workout, and you have to show up again tomorrow and ace the workout along with Fan Boss. Keep it going. We've got 10 more seconds for this workout to change into the other side of lunge hold. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and move. 40 seconds of lunge hold on the other side of your body. Hold it there. Breathe. Bite the pain. Swallow it up. Take it easy. Stay calm. Look at the sweat drip off Random Boss's forehead and chin. Shows the amount of intensity that this workout brings into your life. Not an easy one, even though we call it a beginner's one. Even the beginner workout is tough for a beginner to do it. And change. Let's go. 40 seconds of lateral raises coming up on the other side with Phantom Boss on round number 2 of Sweat Part 1. We've got Sweat Part 2 coming up after this. Hope you guys are hydrating enough, sleeping enough, recovering well, getting your greens in. And while we do this, we also know that the match is gonna start in say a month's time. RCB plays Mumbai Indians in Chennai, and we are excited. That's gonna be a crazy encounter. The first match of the season is gonna be RCB. And on that note, we move on to the next bit of today's workout, which is reverse lunge hold for 40 seconds. One last time for this round. And now that we know that there won't be no games in Bangalore, so we have no idea that if there is a home ground. But as far as RCB is winning, we don't care if there's a home or an away situation. We just want RCB to be in the finals. All right, on that note, I'm just trying to distract Phantom Boss of this. The whole idea is that I talk about the match, so Phantom Boss is listening to me. So this is the tactic you got to use the minute when you start feeling pain. Think about the things that you've planned for the rest of your day or for the rest of the week or in future. Probably you would be traveling, probably you would be doing something exciting. So focus on that. And on that note, we change into the next bit of workout. Let's go. Lateral raises on the same side. This is the last bit of sweat part 1. The pain's getting real. The sweat dripping off Phantom Boss's face and chin and neck and on the floor. And we've not even done any jumps. We've not even done any crazy movement. It's just about making sure that we do 1 rep into 10 times correctly and diligently and do it every day. That's the whole idea. Keep it going. 10 more seconds for today's lateral raise on right side, and then we move to the lunge hold on the left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's think about some food, because I know for a fact that Phantom Boss loves eating good food. Biryani, halim, dosa, gajar ka halwa. Are you trying to distract your mind? He's smiling, so basically he's off the pain grid, but he's also in pain. He knows the fact that the quads are burning. But let's just visualize having gajar ka halwa in front of you, buddy. And you have to wait for 40 seconds to get it. Come on, we've got 10 more seconds. Hold it there, hold it there. This is the last bit. Biryani is on the way. Apple cake's on the way, buddy. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lateral raise to finish the part 1 of today's sweat round 1. Come on, 40 seconds of lateral raise on your left side. Good amount of work done in this round. After this, we've got 3 exercises, 40 seconds. So it's a quick round to finish. This is an approx 7.5 minute round. The next one's gonna be a 5-minute round. But what does not change is the intensity you bring in. Even though it looks like it's easy, doable, you can do it, try it. Trust me, the amount of calories that you'll probably burn will surprise you. Come on, last 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and break. All right, 40 seconds, quick break. While Phantom Boss hydrates himself and comes back for the next bit, I want you guys to do the same thing. Quickly sip on to some water, don't chuck, sip on to a couple of sips of water and immediately come back, and we'll see you again in 40 seconds. All right, now we come back to the last bit of the workout, day number 4 for Match Fit, coming to an end with 3 exercises, 40 seconds back to back, and it's gonna be a 5-minute round and probably a power play. In 3, 2, 1, we will demonstrate the exercise, which is forward and back hops, pogo hops. Mark 2 points and keep jumping on that for 40 seconds. After that, we've got tabletop plank. So you gotta reverse plank it basically, or tabletop it however you want. If your hamstrings burn a lot, you could tabletop it by bending your knees and lifting your hip up, squeezing your glutes. And then we've got lateral hops side to side for 40 seconds. This is a prep work for single leg jumps. Makes it look like a dance step, but never mind. We will move forward into today's workout. Are you ready, Phantom Boss? 40 seconds, 3 rounds, back to back in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Keep it going. Guys, you gotta make sure that your heel does not come in contact with the floor a lot. Some people will find it difficult in doing it is because some people will find it really difficult in doing this is because of the bounce that they cannot generate out of their ankles. So this is the prep work to get more stronger, powerful on your jumps, right? On that note, we've got 30 seconds up, 10 more seconds of hop coming up, front and back. And then we move on to tabletop. 5, 4, 3, and change. So I just want to know from Phantom Boss, while he does the hold, because I think I can have a conversation while he is in a hold. Are you disappointed that there is no RCB match in Bangalore?
Very disappointed.
Because that's our home ground and has been our home ground. But this time there is no home ground at all. Everything is neutral for everybody. Nobody has their home team supporting, home crowd supporting them in their venues. But nevertheless, Chennai is the first match. Who do you think is going to win? No matter what he says, I know for a fact that RCB is going to win it. Nobody really wants to know from Phantom Boss. But
Ask me a sudden question.
and let's change on that note. Let's go lateral hop, side to side. Keep it going. Keep it going for 40 seconds. And we've got 10 more seconds into this round. And then we move on to forward and back hops for 40 seconds. And change. Let's go. Front back, forward and back hops for 40 seconds. Coming up. This is round number 2 for sweat part 2. Last 4 minutes of workout left. That's about it. 4 minutes of workout left. Nothing more, nothing less. Out of which we've already completed 20 seconds of the workout. The excitement for IPL is getting real with all the talking that's happening on social media. All the players wearing the jersey, trying them out. 5 more seconds, let's go. And change, let's go the hold part. The hold part begins now. The tough part of the workout is the tabletop or the reverse plank hold, working extremely strong on your lower back, on your glutes, on your hamstring, on your calves, and stretching your chest. So what you gotta do is keep pulling your chest all the way back. If you find your straight leg part difficult, what you gotta do is bend your knees and lift your hip up. Squeeze your glutes, keep pushing your hips up so that you activate or strengthen your glutes and lower back along with a portion of the hamstrings and calves, and stretching your chest and shoulders. 5 more seconds of the hold left. 5 more seconds. Come on, buddy. Don't stop. We've got this. 3, 2, 1, and change. Lateral hops for 40 seconds. Keep it going. They're also called skater hops. They're also called lateral hops. Whatever you want to call them, but keep jumping it. Front and back, side to side, and the hold for the next 2 more minutes. Keep it going. 20 more seconds of lateral hop left, and then we move on into the last bit of today's workout, the last round of sweat part 2 with front and back hops. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Front and back hops. Gotta bound it on your ankle. Make sure your calves are working well. Don't let your heels touch the floor. Try to move front and back as soon as you can, as fast as you can. If you are jumping back and not able to immediately jump forward, that's okay. Some people take some amount of time to move front and back, and it's okay for you also to take some amount of time to get that right. This is the first level progression into jumping forward, jumping on a box, or getting into decent amount of sprint times. And we've got 5 more seconds, buddy. Don't stop. And change. Let's go. Tabletop holds for 40 seconds or reverse plank holds for 40 seconds. Choose your progression well. You gotta make sure that you do not stop before the clock says you to stop. Keep your hips up, keep squeezing your glutes, keep pushing and digging into the ground with your heels, and don't stop. Keep it going. Breathe. We've got another 10 more seconds left on the clock for the hold, and then we move into the last bit of the workout, which is the skater hop. And with that, we will wrap up day number 4 of Match Fit for the Boldest Fit series that we started a couple of years ago for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. And change. Let's go. Lateral jumps, skater hops for 40 seconds. The last 40 seconds of the day. We wrap it after this. You get your time off, recover well, hydrate well, sleep well, get your greens in. And if you want to explode out in the last 5 seconds, go ahead. Last 10 seconds, go ahead. From now, we've got exactly 10 more seconds. So if you're going all out, go for it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's Phantom Boss, and I am Coach Mogambo. We will sign off for day number 4 for the Match Fit program.